5 inequalities in one triangle. Alright, so the first ones, they want us to name the shortest and longest sides of the triangle. So they're going to give you a triangle. And then they're going to give us some information. So they give us angle C and angle B. So this is the kind that I was talking about. We can't just assume that the only angles that they gave us are the ones that we need. So we need to find the third angle. So how do we go about doing that?
Add 71 and 42 and subtract whatever they answer, 180.
So 180 minus 71 minus 42. And that ends up giving us, oh, look at that, solve it for me, 67. All right, 67 degrees is that one. All right, so now I need to know what the shortest and longest side of the triangle is. So which side is the shortest side?
The side,
What?
The 67.
Oh, that's weird. Probably because I put the degree symbol up there. I'm sorry, say that one more time.
47. It's the shortest.
AC. And the longest?
would be AB.
Yep. AB.
So is the shortest like side and longest side like the small, like parallel to the smallest angle and biggest?
They're opposite.
Or opposite. That's it.
8. Whoa, that is not a good triangle. Alright, so again, we only have 2 of the angles, so I need to find the other one before I just assume. So how would I find angle J?
180 minus 90 minus 35.
Yep, 180 minus 90 minus 35. Not going to solve that one for me? Okay, wonderful. What is that? 125, so 55. So angle J is 55 degrees. So then what is the shortest side?
KJ.
KJ. And the longest?
JH.
Yep. All right, 10. So on this one, they're going to give us side lengths, and then we're naming the smallest and largest angles. All right, so which angle is the smallest?
R.
Yep. And the largest?
Q.
Yep. Somebody died. All right, 12. Write an equation about the angle, or I should say about the angle measures.
Yeah, what is that?
Don't know, I'm about to go find out. Labeled in the diagram. All right, so basically they give us a triangle, and we have the exterior angle here. So the angles that it's talking about that are labeled are, they've basically put in an X, Y, and Z, and that's what we're technically solving for. Or an equation that can relate these things. So you might have to think back a little bit to before Christmas, but it was earlier in this chapter. What equation would relate X, Y, and Z? Might have to use your theorem and postulate book if you don't remember.
Angle T and angle S is equal to angle.
Okay, we're looking at X, Y, and Z.
Oh, that. Oh, okay, then Y and Z are equal to X. Y plus Z is equal to X.
Yep. X is equal to Y plus Z. So the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite angles. All right, list the sides in order from shortest to longest. So 14. Got A, B, and C. 80, 60, 40. All right, so that's 80, 60, and 40 degrees inside of there. So they want us to list the sides in order from shortest to longest. So what's the shortest side? AB. And then the next side? BC. And then the longest? AC. All right, so obviously on that one, they gave us all the information. But same thing as the ones above. Like if they only give you two pieces, make sure you find the third angle before you start putting them in order. 16. What in the? Not sure why it just made an arrow when I made a rectangle or a triangle, but you know, whatever. Good enough. Okay. Okay. So, they only gave me two angles on this one, so I need to find the third one. So how would I find angle G?
180 minus 120, 35.
Yep. So we subtract the other two from 180. Solve it this time. Okay. I cannot solve it. That's cool too. And so that ends up being 25 degrees. So see, this one is one where if I had just gone with what they had given me, I would have ended up most likely getting the problem wrong if I didn't find this one, because this actually is the smallest angle over here. So side lengths in order smallest to largest. Which one's first? Yep. HJ. Then what? GJ. And then lastly, HG. All right, now we're going to do angles in order smallest to largest. Number 18. Okay. Which angle is the smallest? Yep. And then next, Q. And lastly is P. Technically we looked at 24 on the board already, in the PowerPoint, but there's only 2 of these, one's even and one's odd, and y'all are gonna have the odd one to do, so I'm gonna just put the even one up here so that you can have it in your notes. So we have triangle ABC, and we're using the triangle inequality, or we're like we're solving it with the triangle inequality. So this was x plus 2, this was x plus 3, and this was 3x minus 2. And we're using AB plus AC is greater than BC. So I've got x plus 2 plus x plus 3 is greater than 3x minus 2. Okay. So then we combine like terms over here. So I would have 2x plus 5 is greater than 3x minus 2. I'm going to move this 2x over here by subtracting. So I've got 5 is greater than x minus 2. I'm going to add this 2 over here. So I have 7 is greater than x. Or we can rewrite this by flipping the whole thing and say x is less than 7. And so for any value of that, that would make our inequality true. Let's see. All right, we're gonna look at this one because there's not really a good example of like the side lengths being bigger. So we're gonna look at 27 and 28. I'm not gonna write the whole question for both of these, but basically, has anybody ever heard of the term a kitchen triangle before?
Heard of the term, no idea what it
I'm
is.
not sure if I like to say
So
it.
basically, it's kind of like the triangle that's between your sink, your stove, and your refrigerator. So it's like the space that you have to travel in order to like get the
wish
commonly
that's what it
needed
was.
things that are in there. And when I say stove, I'm like including the ones with the oven. If your oven's separate, then obviously, it's, you know.
Are they calling
Yeah,
it
that's
a
a bougie
stove or
house.
range? Or
Yeah.
okay.
Because typically that would be the one that includes like the cooktop and the oven underneath of it. So like in my house that's what it is, but in my parents' house their stove's over here and their oven's over here. So it's like they actually would have like 4 things, but
Oh,
huh?
yo, what are these bougie houses?
So anyways, the distances, they give us the distances, so I'm gonna draw like basically the picture of what they have in here. So there's this triangle. And so this is the sink. I'm just going to write stove because most of y'all probably have no idea what the range is. And the refrigerator is over here. All right, and then the angles, 30 degrees, 70 degrees, and 80 degrees. All right, so the first question is, what is wrong with the labels on the kitchen triangle?
Yeah, I don't have it.
8 and 6 don't line up.
What?
8 and 6 don't line up.
What do you mean?
The angle is 6 is 80 degrees when it's supposed to be the other way.
Okay, so you're saying they're swapped. What you're trying, yep. Yep, so basically, the length, I'm trying to figure out how I can do this, of 6 feet should not be with 80 degrees. And 8 feet should not be with 70 degrees. They need to be swapped. So, then question 28 says, can a kitchen triangle have the following side lengths? Nine feet, 3 feet, and 5 feet. Why or why not?
They can't.
Why?
They can't because 3 feet plus 5 feet is not more than 9 feet, meaning it wasn't a whole triangle.
Yep, 3 plus 5 is not, I'm actually going to do it this way, greater than or equal, or not greater than 9. So, not possible. All right, any questions about that?
This was 5.5, right?
Yeah. Okay. Problems then are 7 through 19 odd, 25 30 and 42 through 45.